Look, chapter 226 starts with the announcer talking about Snuffy, and he mentions Snuffy's super defense and the dizzying battle of offense and defense, which is a battle of counterattacks with Uber's ball for the third time. The game resumes with Uber's possession of the ball, and we see Isagi being frustrated with the fact that even though he was desperate to make it his ball, his goal again, even though he had the perfect design, he wasn't able to implement it. Uber's huge pattern of interlocking waves are incoming again, and Isagi is thinking about how he can stop the attack. Isagi is still thinking while he keeps running, and he's overthinking his attack that failed. Isagi was aware of Uber's level of skill and his perfect imagination of absolutely winning. Isagi is sure that if he could have shared that image with Yukimiya, he could have scored the goal with the last pass, as he would have shot before Snuffy's heading and he would have been beaten. But it doesn't matter now, since Isagi wasn't able to implement his idea to show a result, and therefore he sees himself as an incompetent striker for now. I gotta say, recently Isagi has been kind of very doubtful about himself in the last few chapters, and he becomes more and more frustrated with himself as he isn't able to score a goal by himself like for example KAISER did. Isagi keeps analyzing the situation and plans to crush Ubers with his eyes and brain at full capacity, and I'm wondering how long Isagi can keep this up, as he has been using Meta Vision for like the whole game. Nico is free now, the last line is high, but Noah is here. Isagi sees Barou being totally free, and Isagi is already on his way to intercept the king. Gagamaru is once again confused with where the ball is, as he can see the ball due to the distracting moves, with more people from Ubers than before. We see Isagi once again overthinking the whole situation, and Isagi sees Barou and is sure that he made it just in time, and Isagi even goes that far to criticize Uber's tactics, as they are based on the right logic for the whole team to win, which isn't the best football in the world that Isagi imagines. In Isagi's eyes, Ubers is just a team that doesn't think and that just works within the right options that are set by Snuffy. Isagi calls Barou even a boring egoist. Barou now got the ball from Lorenzo's last pass, and Ubers is expecting him to shoot, but Isagi is there to stop him, and right now when everyone thinks that Barou is going to shoot, the king suddenly does something else. Barou is going for a back and forth cutting at the last minute to Isagi's surprise, and he then turns to Snuffy, and an annoyed Barou tells Snuffy that this shot would have been stopped if Barou went for the way Snuffy designed it. Snuffy tries to calm Barou down and tells him that Barou is now a 100 million man, so he shouldn't have any complaints, but Barou is still really mad, as it is about 4 times he would have been stopped in his tracks. Barou has had enough. He's going back to his roots and won't listen to Snuffy's tactics anymore. The super awakening of a sleeping lion returning to his roots is about to happen, and this is how chapter 226 comes to an end. Very interesting chapter. So first of all, we can see how Isagi's frustration gets bigger and bigger from each week, and I'm wondering if this will have an effect on him at some point. Recently, Isagi is trying to cover his weaknesses and frustration with the full use of Meta Vision and his eyes, but he's already reaching a point where this just isn't enough, and Isagi is still seriously struggling to find a design, a way where he's able to score a goal by himself. And now Barou is about to unleash his full potential by going back to his old roots, and Barou, as we know, just is the ultimate egoist. And right now I can imagine 2 scenarios that are going to happen. Barou could outplay everyone now and score a goal, which a king like him would do, which would also bring him back to his roots, as he would prove Snuffy and the design of Snuffy wrong. Or Barou will outplay everyone and still get proven wrong by Snuffy in the end, as Snuffy could be the one who scores the next goal for Ubers before he has to go back to the bench. In the end, I think scenario 1 is going to happen, so we're going to see a true classic Blue Lock egoist goal made by Barou, and Barou will make another huge step to becoming Blue Lock's #1 striker in the future. Alright guys, what do you think about the recent chapter? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe and have a nice day.